everyone, it's Catherine. Welcome back to Liquored and Lacquered, and I am continuing my catch up on all of my Black Friday hauls today. Before I move on, I want to show you what's on my nails. It's this gorgeous polish from For the Love Polish box. This is Bend the Light. It's a really pretty blue toned purple with a red to gold flash and then a scattered holographic. Really pretty. I really like it. That's it in 2 coats on my nails, and the holographic in it is really beautiful, and I've stamped it with white and from Born Pretty, and then I put this pink over it called True Love, and that is from Colour Infinity. So that is what's on my nails. Today I am showing you a Delush polish haul. So I was waiting for the Black Friday sales to catch up on the Delush polish haul, to kind of stock up on the Game of Thrones polishes I didn't have. So that's what I picked up. So let's start with this beautiful deep wine colour, and it has this kind of gold flash in there as well. This is Poisoned Vine, and this was inspired by Joffrey Baratheon, who was killed by poisoned wine, or so we believe. And so here it is on the swatch stick. I've already pre-swatched them. Now I didn't top coat them. I'm going to top coat them with you. I'm going to top coat them with you so that you can see what they're like pre and post top coat. I kind of like the mattified effect you get with this. Sometimes I'm not entirely sure if it's just the effect. I need to get it on my nails to be sure. But there's a lovely kind of purple undertone here in this wine. It does come out more when it's on the nail. This topper now, I might need to get a different topper because this one is quite thick and bubbly. So let's see if we can get anything out of that. I'm going to change that for the other ones, but here it is with that top coat on. Sorry, apologies for how bad that top coat is, but there is a beautiful red shimmer in there in a kind of a winey purpley base, and there's like a hint of a gold off it as well. It's a really beautiful polish, perfect for like a deep vampy look. So that is Poisoned Vine. I think it might need a little shake up because I think it could do with a little bit more red coming out. Although I must say, in person I can see the red more than I can through the lens. Okay, and next up we have the Viper, inspired by the Viper himself, Prince Oberyn Martell, and this is a red base with a red and purple glitter in it, and it's super sparkly. This is one of my favorites from what I picked up, and I wasn't even sure if I was going to pick this up, so I just want to show you it's slight texture on the nails, nothing that would be difficult to remove. Now that's 2 coats. I should have said there was 2 coats of Poison Vine as well, but that's it in its pre-top coated state. So you can see all those lovely glitters in that red base, and I've got a different top coat here. Let's hope. If I have a bad top coat, I tend to save it for these kind of things. So this Kiko top coat is also awful, but it cost a franc, so I'm not going to complain too much, and it's handy for this kind of situation. But you can see how sparkly and beautiful that is. I think that's a beautiful kind of festive colour, and I love a good red, and red and purple together, I love it. So that is the Viper. I'd be interested to know if you have any of these Game of Thrones polishes and what you think and all that kind of stuff. So the next one is the only one that I didn't like because the formula has kind of gone a little bit thick. This is Dancing with Dragons. Now, hopefully it'll open okay. I think I need to thin it up or something. If you can see there, it's gone quite thick. So I need to use that before I lose it. But it's a beautiful blue jellyish base with these opalescent type of glitters in there, and it is Dancing with Dragons. Now I quite like it on the nail. It's not that textured, and it did actually go on okay. It's, if you see there, it's not like super thick or anything on the nails, so I did manage to get it out on the swatch, and I'll show it to you a top coat. There is something very ethereal about this and dragon scale like, and I like the fact that that they did blue rather than, you know, the greens or the browns or the reds that you'd usually see with dragons. This is really, really pretty. So I will try it out. I might try it out as a topper as well over a blue cream, because that's it in 2 coats and it's still quite translucent, and I'm not sure, on my yellow nails sometimes blue jellies can look green, so I might try that out over a blue. But yeah, so apart from the fact that it's going thick, it is a lovely polish, so I need to play around with it. I think that is a common, from what I can tell in my collection, that's a common problem with this type of glitter. They do tend to thicken up quickly, but they are pretty nonetheless. Okay, and then we have this lovely green. This is Dragon Dust, so it's another one inspired by the dragons, and this is a green base with a red to copper to kind of goldy green shifting glitter in there in lots of different sizes. We've got a green flaky in there as well. Really, really jam-packed. So this is kind of more, I guess, your traditional dragon scale colour, and you can see there the formula isn't thick or anything like that. This one is really pretty, and I am really pleased with this actually, because I think it looks really, it looks the closest to dragon scales for me. If that would focus, that would be great. Even in the matte kind of state there, pre-top coat, it looks kind of gruesome. So let's have a look at here with some top coat on. Yeah, and there's a nice like inner kind of sparkle to it, to the glitters in here, which is really nice. So there you go. Kind of darkened it up, the base colour, a little bit when you put the top coat on. But that is Dragon Dust. Yeah, I really like that one too. I mean, I'm going to be wearing a lot of Game of Thrones polishes for the final season and beyond, obviously, because I love the books too. Now this is one of my favourites from this little haul, and this is Clash of the Seas, and this is, I'm guessing, an Ironborn or Theon Greyjoy inspired polish. It's got this navy blue base with different sized green glitters. Really pretty. I love this kind of combination of green and blue. And here it is in 2 coats. Really, really nice. But to see it in its full glory, we're going to need that top coat. And there it is. I have one from CHATTY Lacquer. I might do a little comparison, but I feel like this is a different type of polish, and I think this one has more green in it. But yeah, really, really like that. And it works well for the theme as well. In fact, all of them, I mean, it's clear that it's a fan of the show or the books that's making these polishes, because they all kind of fit the brief, if you like. Another favourite from this haul, and one I was very excited to get, is this one. This is called the Belle of Winterfell, and this is a polish that is inspired by Sansa Stark, and it's got this kind of marmalade orange colour and then different orange and gold glitters in here. It's really, really pretty, and the orange in this is very, very bright, the orange glitter, and I hope that you're picking up on that. It's a really kind of bright, full, true orange glitter in there. So let's pop a top coat on here. And I kind of think this is good because, you know, it fits with the red hair that Sansa has, but also that kind of, in the show at least, there was a scene in this first or second season where she wore a golden dress, so that kind of fits in well with that. So That is the Belle of Winterfell. Really unusual one, actually. And actually, I think I was worried this wasn't an orange I was going to be able to wear, but yeah. I think this would even work for a Paddington Bear manicure. What do you think? I think it's a really good marmalade colour. And then, of course, we have the other Stark sister. This is... no sticker. I believe this is called No One, but I'll have it up on screen, the correct name. It's either No One or a girl, or a girl has no name. I can't really remember, but it's got this kind of deep brown, kind of chocolatey, well, not really chocolate, it is a deep brown colour, and then it's got gold and red glitters and holographic glitters in here. And this is, of course, in tribute to Arya Stark, and it's a very unusual polish in my collection. I don't have anything like this. The colours in this are just beautiful for autumn, and I think they work really well actually for Arya. Definitely her kind of neutral colour palette that they seem to go for in the show with her costumes and things like that. It works really well. And look at the sparkle on this when it's all... this is a really surprising favourite again from this collection, or from these... I mean, it's a combination of 3 Game of Thrones collection. So this is, I believe, the Dames of Game of Thrones or something like that, or the Dames of Thrones collection. But look at that. That is a really unusual polish and perfect for autumn. So that was our Arya Stark polish. And then we have the Hand of the King. I don't think this is dedicated to any particular character. I could be wrong about that. I couldn't find the information on it. This is kind of a tealy base. It's hard to tell what the base is, but I think it's a tealy base with a ton of crushed multicoloured flakies in there, as you can see, and just... it's so jam-packed. It's really interesting effect on the nail. Very nice indeed. So let's top coat that and have a look at it with the top coat on. I really don't have anything like this either. You think, oh, you have it all with the multichromes and the flakies at this stage, but nope. Look at that. It's just jam-packed. Easily the most packed flaky I have. And it's really pretty. So that is Hand of the King. Now, I debated getting this one or not because I didn't know if I needed another black holographic, but the holo on this is so strong and it won't be picked up in my light. Well, we'll see with the top coat. But B, because I wasn't sure about who this is dedicated to, or the tribute to, or inspired by. It's inspired by Ramsay Bolton, he's a wrong'un. He's not a good guy, but I couldn't resist the black holographic. I don't have any holographic in black with such a strong linear in it. There's also a red shift in this too, a kind of a reddish purple shift, a reddish pink shift I should say, and I just really liked it, and so I decided, okay, don't be put off by the fact that it's Ramsay inspired, let's just focus on the beautiful polish. Also, I suppose, you know, he does make for an interesting character. Unfortunately, you can't see it on the swatch, but that holographic is super strong on the swatch. I would, if I wear it out in sunshine, I will definitely take a picture and put it on Instagram, but it's a really good black, and the linear holographic is as strong on the swatch as it is in the bottle. As you can see there, it is that strong on the swatch as well, even before I top coat it. So that is Warden of Darkness. So the last polish I got, I'm not entirely sure if this is a Game of Thrones polish or if I picked it up or if it was a freebie. I have no idea. This is Want to Play a Game. I feel like this isn't a Game of Thrones polish, but it's beautiful nonetheless. It's a green base, but it has this gold purple multi-chrome flash in it, and then it has these green, different green type of flakies in there. It's a really pretty polish. The multi-chrome effect is very strong, as you can see here, and it has a very kind of prominent, kind of purpley red flash. It's very unusual again in my collection. The green really glows into kind of an emerald green when top coated, but I think you're not going to see it here. but it is very much that kind of green. It goes into a kind of a deep emerald green in person, and I really wish I could show it to you, but it's very difficult to capture. But that is one to play game, and yeah, really beautiful, great formula as well. So I'm not entirely sure if it's a Game of Thrones one and why I ordered it. It was so long ago, it was November. But yeah, they are all of my Delush polishes, mainly all Game of Thrones actually, and I'm really pleased with them. I will do more kind of Game of Thrones related content in terms of the polishes I have inspired by Game of Thrones coming up to the final season, so don't you worry, all of you crossover fans out there, I will have you covered. I'm going to go off now and plan Game of Thrones manicures because that's one of my favourite things to do. I'll talk to you all again very, very soon. Bye!